So another Andy B 2-minute video. Now, I was looking at my lounge window the other day, and I noticed the grass has grown very much taller than I would like it to be. So I went out with Peter and we cut the grass down, mowed it, cleaned it up. And the problem then, of course, is once you tidy one area, I realized we've actually got 2 patches of grass, one on the other corner of the property. Realized, ooh, that's quite bad too. That's a lot larger. It's got some apple trees and stuff in there. Only a few, but it's a bit of a bigger garden, and we need to do that as well now that we've done the first one. And then I started looking around the garden, realizing I've gone strimming around some of the edges, and that looks great. But then you realize all the other weeds are there. And this is the thing in life. There's always something more to do, to fix, to repair. There's always weeding that has to go on in our life. Maybe it's because you started to spend too much time scrolling through Instagram. Maybe it's that you're taking a longer route home because you're just struggling to face your family at night time. Maybe there's all these different things that can happen. Maybe you're just struggling to buy food at the moment and you're hungry. There's always these things that are going on in our lives that we have to deal with. We can't just ignore them and not deal with them. We have to face them. But if we're not careful, then bitterness can grow. And it's a bit like the weeds in my garden, because they exist under the surface and you get some decent sun and rain, some warm weather, and they suddenly sprout up really fast. Now, of course, weeds being weeds, they're really weak and they're easy to deal with at one level. You can pull them out. You can use a strimmer, a weed hacker. You can trim them down, but the roots are still there. So we need to deal with the roots of those weeds, not just deal with what we can see. And it's the same in our life with those issues that we're struggling with. We have to do something about them so they don't take root and start to flower and start to spread. If you ignore weeds, it's going to grow. So how do you deal with it? Well, it's a really simple thing. You need to get the root out. You can't just pull off the top or cut it. You actually need to cut it out. You can use all sorts of weed killer stuff, but ultimately you need to remove the root. In our lives, there's stuff that's going on. Maybe stuff you've done to yourself. Maybe there's stuff that's happening to you that you had no control over. God still looks at our heart. How are you going to respond? Are you going to stay joyful in adversity? Are you going to stay hopeful when there's no hope? Are you going to keep looking up to Jesus? In the last week, I stopped looking up to Jesus for a few days. And there were dark days. And then somebody helped me to look up once again.